welcome to People's Voice on VOP Television, where we tell stories that matters to Nigerians and ensure that these stories are amplified and take the center stage. I am Adefunke Jaisimi, and as we close the curtains of the week, we're shining the spotlight on some of the most critical stories shaping our nation. The Lagos Council elections are just around the corner, with over 6 million eligible voters set to elect 57 chairmen and 376 councillors. This election is crucial for determining the leadership and direction of the state's local governments. Understanding the history of the local government in Lagos is essential to appreciating the significance of this election. And from inception to date, the local government has played a vital role in shaping the lives of Lagosians and working side by side with the government at the state level. Away from Lagos, the national political scene is abuzz with activities. Former presidential candidate Chief Dele Momodu has made a bold statement saying no Southerner can take out President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027. His claim has sparked intense debate and discussion across the country. Meanwhile, PDP chieftain Bode George has also reiterated that the PDP would not field a Northerner, adding another layer of complexity to the political mix. Leader of the PDP in Benue State and immediate past governor, Chief Samuel Otom, has said that the party is prepared to go into strategic partnership to retain the presidency in the South. These developments highlight the ever-shifting landscape of politicians in Nigeria and, of course, the political landscape. And like I said when we were talking about the coalition the other day, I don't think it's over until it's over, because trust me, there will continue to be a lot of coalition, a lot of alignment, realignment, and a lot of trust broken and betrayals, and of course new love found. But in another news, the Renewed Hope Partners movement is spreading rapidly across the southeastern part of Nigeria. There is a platform that has been created by Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Right Honorable Benjamin Okezie-Kalu, which aims to support President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's transformational leadership and rally support for his second term in office. The movement has been gaining momentum since its unveiling in the late April 2025, with many stakeholders and other individuals clamoring to be a part of this noble vision. The movement, spread across other regions of the country, is a testament to its growing influence and appeal. And according to stakeholders, the APC stakeholders in the Southeast, President Bola Tinubu's administration has been making waves with notable appointments and initiatives. They talk about the appointment of a Minister of Works from Igbo extraction, which is significant and a major milestone for the Southeast, making it the first time an Igbo man has held such a strategic position. There's also the part of the administration which has considered regional balance in the appointment of service chiefs, with someone from the Igbo extraction appointed as the Chief of Naval Staff. Furthermore, the Deputy Speaker's position was graciously zoned to the Southeast, demonstrating President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's commitment to equity and fairness. And the establishment of the Southeast Development Commission is another initiative that has been well received, with the Managing Director, Mr. Mark Okoye, highlighting the Commission's focus on reconstruction and rehabilitation. Let's talk about something different in Zamfara State, where the Governor Dauda Lawal, has launched a pilot school feeding initiative aimed at curbing the alarming rise in out-of-school children in the northern region. The program, backed by the development partners and NGOs, seeks to increase primary school enrollment and retention by tackling hunger and malnutrition. The governor's commitment to reversing the trend of low school attendance and addressing the deep-rooted educational crisis in Zamfara is quite commendable, particularly at a time like this. And this initiative's success would depend solely on the collaboration with agencies like UNICEF and the World Bank, as well as technical committee established to identify and reintegrate out-of-school children in Nigeria. And this is going to be a major one if it can be replicated across board. Talk about all states in Nigeria. And the FCT, giving a lending hand to the vulnerable has to be the best way to have an inclusive government. But that's all for today's news update. Now we would love to hear from you. Be a part of the conversation by calling us or texting via WhatsApp on 090-447-32605. 090-447-32605 is the number to call or text via WhatsApp. You can also follow us across social media platforms at VOP TV Live, and you can use the hashtag People's Voice on VOP TV. On YouTube, we are Voice of the People TV. Kindly hit the subscribe button, and together we can make our voices heard. It's time to go on a quick break now. When we return, we'll delve deeper into the Lagos State elections happening tomorrow. Please stay with us. Glad to have you stay with the People's Voice on VOP Television. And yes, the Lagos State Independent Electoral Commission, LASIEC, has announced that over 6 million Lagosians will elect 57 council chairmen and 376 councillors in the upcoming local government election. The election will take place in all 20 local government areas, LGA, and 37 local council development areas, LCDAs, across the state. According to LASIEC Chairman Justice Bola Okikiolu Igile, 15 political parties will participate in the election, which will be held in 13,325 polling units across Lagos State. The Commission has also reported that over 7 million voters are registered, with over 6 million PVCs collected and 845,222 uncollected. Justice Okikiolu expressed confidence in the Commission's preparedness for the election. They are prepared to conduct a peaceful, fair, and transparent election. She also appealed to contestants to uphold democratic values and conduct themselves with decorum, maturity, and respect for the rule of law. Notably, LASIEC will use an alternative electronic device for voter accreditation instead of the bimodal voter accreditation system, the BVAS, and the Commission has also assured that all sensitive materials will be distributed to all councils on the eve, that's today, of the election, in the presence of security agencies and political party agents. So let's talk about what this means for Lagosians. This election is very crucial for Lagosians as it determines the leadership and the direction of their local government. The local councils are responsible for providing essential services such as primary education, healthcare, waste management, and infrastructure development. The elected officials will also play a vital role in shaping the lives of Lagosians and addressing their daily needs. So you should know that this is something that you should be a part of. And the importance of participation, it is quite essential for every Lagosian to participate in this election to ensure that their voices are heard and their interests are represented. By voting, citizens can hold their leaders accountable and influence the direction of their communities. The local government election is also an opportunity, a very important opportunity for Lagosians to shape their own destinies and create a better future for themselves and their children. I mean, the children should be our priority. So no matter how nonchalant you want to feel about this election, think about it. There's no way you want to hold your leaders accountable if you are not part of the process that leads to their emergence. But let's also talk about the role of local council. As a tier of government, local councils are responsible for providing primary education and healthcare services, managing waste and maintaining sanitation, developing and maintaining local infrastructure such as roads and markets, promoting economic development and job creation. There's also the part of providing social services and support to vulnerable populations. And it's important that we are highlighting this now so we understand that there are 3 tiers of government: local, state, and federal. And I know it's understandable that everybody just wants to call out the president, but it's important that we understand the jurisdictions of different tiers of government so it helps us to address issues properly. I mean, if you keep throwing the right question to the wrong office, you might not get answers. So I want us to know that by participating in this election, you can, as a Lagosian, ensure that your local councils are effective and responsive to your needs. And it is also an opportunity to shape the future of our communities and create a better life for all. Maybe I'm passionate about this because I live in Lagos, and I'm sure that everyone that lives in Lagos should be interested in this election, and this should happen across all Nigerian states when it comes to electing your local council chairman. But It's never a one-man show on People's Voice. Joining me now for analysis in the studio is Mr. Fatai Olajide, a seasoned grassroots politician and a renowned political commentator analyst who has been speaking on national issues. With his finger on the pulse of local politics, Mr. Olajide brings a wealth of knowledge and insights to the table. It's exciting to tap into his expertise as we dissect the upcoming Lagos elections. Good afternoon and welcome, Mr. Olajide.
Good afternoon. Thanks for having me, Adi.
I'm almost tempted to call you 36 Kineo because that's what your fans might be able to relate with. But let's dive straight into the issues right now. Let's talk about these elections. Yeah. What are the most critical issues that voters in Lagos should consider when electing their local government leaders? And how can these candidates effectively address the concerns of the citizens?
First, the citizens and the residents of Lagos State should understand the fact that the most important election, this is the most important election that they need to participate in. Because when you understand the terrain of election in Nigeria, we are too focused on mostly the national election. I'm talking about the presidential and the governorship and House of Assembly, Rep and Senate election. But our understanding in politics is totally, let me say, is totally somehow
Is that inadequate? Is inadequate?
We dwell so much on those who are at the top. Fine, it is good. But we leave those who are very close to us. The closest government ever is the local government. And the need for us to participate in this local government election is the fact that when you elect a local government chairman, councillors, you have the best opportunity to ask them questions because they are very closer to you when they are not doing the right things. You can't just leave them to what we have voted
and just let them be.
Let me focus on the president. I voted. No. We should understand that we are now inclining in politics now. Both the youth and the young. We are now inclining. It is different from maybe 8-10 years ago that many are not interested in what is happening in politics. We just said, no, it is not now. If you don't work, you won't chop is what yes. So according to the aspirants, if they don't work, I'm talking about the one that will be re-elected and the one that are going to be elected. You know, it's two-way round. Some are going to be re-elected and some are already contesting fresh. So a situation whereby our people ignore the fact that the local government election is the most important election we have in Nigeria and focus on the national is why we are having underdevelopment in our community.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is the most critical thing for us to look out for in the candidates if we want to elect somebody now?
The most critical thing is to understand the candidates of all the political parties. Understand them, know where they are from, know who they are, and understand the kind of people they are in their home community. Because you can't just elect a stranger. You need to understand the people, the candidates in all the 15, according to last year.
Yeah, 15 political parties.
Yes, they said 15 political parties are going to participate in the tomorrow election. So you need to understand everyone. You can't just say, this is the ruling party, let me focus. No.
Okay, yes. So when you say that understand them and we have 15 political parties, how important is grassroots? Are you one of the people that believe that your local government chairman should be someone that has lived among the people, understands the suffering of the people, knows the need of the people, or it can't be imported from outside because he has more money or is more exposed and has more connections? If
you understand how Lagos State is structured, you understand what is called CDAs. Through that CDAs,
Community Development
Association,
okay.
We know each other. This is street. The CDAs comprises different streets, maybe like 5 streets.
Okay.
So within that 5 streets, I can yes, you are going to get your wards. Within that wards, you are going to get your councillors. From there, you will start understanding those who are contesting the election.
Right.
Because they must be among those who are living with you. You must understand.
It's important that they are among the people.
That's why
that
if you are living in a community, it's very important for you to participate in the CDAs. So that when the election comes, you understand the kind of candidate they are bringing to the table.
So how can I participate in the CDA? Are there usually
we
meetings?
We are stakeholders. It's not people normally take CDAs as a landlord things. No, it involves both landlord and those who are living within this.
So generally, residents within any area are entitled to be a part
of government when it comes to community discussion. But the main first tier of government is local government. But you understand the local governments more from the CDAs.
Okay.
Through that CDAs, you understand, this is the son of so person. I know his antecedents. This is the daughter of so person. I know his antecedents. Let me go for this A. Let me go for this B.
Okay. So
those are the way you are going to understand the kind of candidate.
I want us to be as plain as possible, even if we can speak pidgin. It's totally fine because I'm trying to get something. You've talked about CDAs, so this is like there should be an understanding that citizens need to have about how things work and run. Our
citizens are ignoring the fact that they need to invest their political emotion more in local government.
So how do we assess the current state of grassroots politics in Lagos State?
It's by getting involved in the politics at the grassroots.
So how well are they doing? How well are the CDAs doing in Lagos State?
They don't need to politicize the CDA. The CDA are
no, I understand. I'm not talking about politics now. Like, do they hold meetings?
They are using that to understand the security situation of the community.
Okay.
You understand? They are using that CDA to understand the security situation of the community. They are using that to understand those who are living around the community, because you need to know those who are
around you.
Those who are around you. So those are the issues. When you understand the CDAs, you understand those who are doing politics around you, and you understand the candidates of any political party that they are going to put on the table for you to vote for.
Okay, so that way you have a more genuine, way of appraising different candidates.
But we are not interested. I'm seeing Nigerians, they have totally not interested in
it's because we don't know. So for the candidates now, how can they? What strategies can they build to? What strategy can they use to build a strong connection with their constituents?
First.
Because we've seen cases of people winning tickets and people will say, we don't know this person.
Yes, so they need to stop living outside their jurisdiction. Yeah.
So you have to live within your jurisdiction.
Live within them, so you are going to know what their problem is. You are going to know what your people need, and you are going to know what they are going through. When they elect, for example, they elect one particular person, and the person, at the end of the day, win his election and decided to leave that community and be living outside the community.
But that happens a lot. You see, maybe chairman in certain local government.
No, not my own local government, chairman.
Where's your local government?
Oshodi-Solo. He live within the circle. He's the son of the soil.
Okay.
He understands what the people's needs.
Okay.
So, and it's accessible. So every citizen.
Okay, that's coming from you. Yeah. But there's also the part of LASIEC. But yes, it's important that they live around you. But how can candidates also balance the need and expectation of different demographic groups in Lagos? You know that for Lagos, we have a lot of demographic, we have different tribes, we have youths, we have women, we have people that are office people, 9 to 5, like they say. We have people that are into business. Lagos is a very dynamic demography, if you ask me. So how are candidates supposed to balance the needs and expectations? Because for a market woman, what she needs is the ability to be able to put a market out, sell. Maybe the tickets that are coming are quite affordable, and maybe installments in paying for the stores. For somebody that does 9 to 5, security might be more important to me. So what do candidates need to do to balance all of these people?
First, you need to carry everybody along. You can't be a candidate or an elected person and you decided to say, these are only my people. I'm not interested in this particular person, a particular set of people. No, you don't do that.
So nothing like wee-wee?
No, there is wee-wee in politics.
Okay.
When it comes to the politics. But when you have already been sworn in.
Yeah, governance starts.
Governance starts, and everybody is yours. You don't need to differentiate within the people that lives around you. When ethnic A comes to you, as you need to listen to them. When the ethnic B comes to you, you have to listen to them. When the religious A come to you, you have to listen to them. When religious B, from that you are going to bring love. When there is love around the community, you are already building a good security system around you. Right. Because people in the community, some of them have so many informations and ideas that can help the local government chairman. But some people will think, I'm not part of their circle. If I decided to go and give them information, they may decide to betray me. No.
But does it work? Are they open enough to get information from people?
I think most of our chairman, local government and chairperson, because we are going to, I think there are some women too that are contesting. They need to understand the fact that some people, some of their citizens or residents believes they are inaccessible.
Yeah.
They need to build that relationship, very cordial relationship. They need to build that cordial relationship between their people, irrespective of religion and tribes. Because we understand how Lagos is structured.
Exactly, Lagos.
Yes, we understand that every local government in Lagos State have every tribes in Nigeria.
Exactly.
Every local government in Lagos State. In my own local government now, I can actually point out where the Hausa Fulani are based. I know where the Igbos are based. I know where the Ijaw are based.
I get it. Even in Surulere, you have our community. In fact, you've seen people that claim that Nupe, ordinarily.
Nupe is in Oshodi here and Oshodi in Lagos Island. We have heads of Nupe. I can't even.
Initially growing up, we used to think it's just about Yoruba, Igbo, and Hausa.
No.
But right now, you have Ebira.
We are getting it wrong there. Let me say 4 or 5 years ago, I was in a particular local government in one particular state. And I was with one local government chairman. And a group of, I don't want to mention the tribes, name. They came to visit that chairman. He was asking people around him that, I really know Nigeria, no?
Really?
Yes. Because he believes it's all about Hausa, Yoruba,
Igbo and Yoruba.
And it's not like that. I was the one that was telling him that I want the one now. We are Nigeria the one now. South Longwa.
Wow.
You understand? So that we are facing the issues already.
Exactly.
That's why some people are feeling being marginalized because they felt the majority tribes who has the opportunity to be in government are not looking to their needs.
Yes.
And it's happening in the local government too. The 2 tribes want to take the front table. And everybody is in Nigeria. Irrespective of any tribe you came from or background.
Okay, thank you for that response. We'll still talk more about that because it's important to carry everyone along. And the myth around, a certain tribe is marginalized or a certain people are not treated fairly we might be able to resolve it if we understand that there are a lot of tribes in Nigeria that are well represented in Lagos State. And this Lagos State is ours. So the future of Lagos State has to be our collective responsibility. But let me also ask you, what are the most effective ways for local government leaders to engage with their constituents and ensure that their voices are heard in decision making? You just cited a very critical example now, somebody asking if these people are even Nigerians. So I know that times are changing, we are evolving by the day, and we should be able to do things differently. So for those that will be elected tomorrow and will be resuming office, what do you think? I mean, if you are supposed to suggest, how do you think they can ensure that the voice of everybody is heard and, they are a part of the decision-making process?
First, true religious leaders. In Nigeria, we don't joke with religion. And we don't have to, in Nigeria, we always said, Christian and Muslim, we have different kind of religion.
Right.
And our government should stop focusing on those 2 religions. I'm a Muslim, right? But we have different kind of religion. Though they may not be like the majority's religion. We need to understand the fact that in every community, there are some people who doesn't believe in those 2 religions. when you understand that, you know their leaders. Imam or so, that you know that he can pull something. When he speaks, they listen to him. The same thing goes to the Christendom, the Christian community. You look for their political leaders and the rest religion. That's the first step for any local government chairman that wants to succeed.
Okay.
The second is the one I mentioned earlier, the CDAs. Yes, because through that CDA, some local government don't know how many streets they are governing on. I'm telling you, because some of them actually, it's not basically, I'm not talking about basically only Lagos states. I'm talking about general perspective now in Nigeria.
Across Nigeria.
Yes, because some people, some of them, they actually came back from abroad. And they, through one man or one big man or one big woman, they gave them the opportunity to come and serve their people. But some of them have ego that they need to drop their ego and talk to the people that have been living in the community and the streets they are going to govern on. Say, how many streets are we having? Let me check. Let me just see. How many landlords association are we having? I want to be engaging all these landlord association every so day, every so minute. When you fix that time that you want to be engaging landlord associations, you fix yourself that this particular, okay, you have councillors. Okay, my councillors, when are we going to have a joint section with all the landlord association in our streets, within the community? I think from there, you are going to see a particular chairman that will say, chairman, we need water in this area. We need water. Another chairman will stand up. Another landlord will stand up. Chairman, are you councillor? I think I sent you to our chairman. Don't you deliver my message? I deliver it. Baba, I don't know. From there, when you start hearing from every angle of your community,
right?
You hear their cry,
right?
You understand what you need to do, and the one you know is not in your own capacity. You have to assure them that, Baba, Mama,
communicate with the.
Let me talk to my superior, which is the governor. This particular road meant to be done by Lagos State government or the governor, but I don't have the capacity now. But I can still use my own good office to talk to the governor, and they will look to it. And even if they are yet to do the road, they may make it motorable for you, at least to calm your anger down.
Like grading the roads to at least.
So many local government chairmen don't really engage. They believe Elofun can give this chairman money to just calm them down. No, that's not governance.
So when you have direct access and you communicate with the people, you understand the problem, and you don't even need to waste money on frivolities, because
you don't need to waste money. Like, for example, now I can use my own local government to set an example. I think like 4 years ago, basically most Oshodi residents normally complain of bad roads. We have hectics of bad roads and no water. No basic water. That two things was lacking in Oshodi.
But now?
No, I'm talking about 4 to 5 years ago.
But is it done now?
Now, at least the chairman have really tried. From his first term in office, I can categorically tell you that he has done 53
okay, I don't want to take his scorecard here, but at least I just want to clarify that he listens.
But he listens because he gave himself time to listen to the people, and he understands all the CDAs. He knows everybody.
That's a good one, but we need to go on a quick break now, and when we come back, we'll talk more on this local government election, what citizens are expected to do it's our collective responsibilities, what my job is and what the job of the elected officers are. But we'll do all of this conversation when we return from this break. Please stay with us.
to click on the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are Voice of the People TV. Also follow us on all our social media platforms. We are at VOP TV Live. Visit our website www.vop.ng for fresh and trending news. Also watch us live on SLTV channel 264. VOP TV, Voice of the People Television.
Are you ready for the extraordinary? Something big is happening on your screen. Introducing VOP TV. Now streaming on SLTV channel 264. From breaking news to captivating conversations, news analysis, giving you all sides to the story. We break in-depth discussions on the issues that matter, from politics to sports, entertainment, and lifestyle. VOP TV on SLTV channel 264. Join us as we redefine what television means to you. Voice of the People Television, VOP TV. Now you have more than a voice.
Many thanks for staying with the People's Voice on VOP Television. We're talking Lagos. I mean, Lagos is about, this is no hype, but Lagos is about the best state in Nigeria. Take it to the bank and cash out some money.
That's the center of governance.
Right, but yes, it's been an interesting conversation talking about the local government elections, because this is about the closest the government can be to the people, and it's important that we understand the dynamics of how these things work. I've been talking to Mr. Fatai, and now I'm being joined by Comrade Ayinde Olawale, human rights activist, community social crusader, deputy chairman of the African Action Congress Lagos chapter, and member of the Take It Back movement. He's also the founder of Oshodi Mature League, a platform created to interact with government representatives within Oshodi Isolo Constituency 1. Good afternoon, comrade.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
All right, so let me start by asking you, I mean, we know what it is like when you hear Take It Back movement. It's about action. It's about giving a voice to the almost voiceless persons, and it's about calling the government out. But we are going into an election tomorrow with a lot of people having questions and maybe reservations around how much trust they can give to the system. What role do you think LASIEC will play in ensuring a peaceful and credible election process? And what measures can the Commission take to prevent electoral malpractices and promote voter confidence?
Thank you,
Ade.
Madam Ade. Thank you for that. This is a very good question for you to ask at this time we find ourselves. Already, LASIEC is failing in our constitutional responsibility as of today.
Right.
Yes. And
really?
Yes, they are failing already.
How?
And we have our comrades at LASIEC office at Yaba. As I'm talking to you now, they are there. There's a little agreement going on there now. As I'm talking to you now, LASIEC at North issue party agent tags to opposition parties, which they have issued to the ruling political parties. And we even have our comrades that want to call in from Yaba. I told them I'm coming to the station.
No, let me get that correctly. They've not issued
agent
tags
to
political agents.
Political agents yet.
But they've given to the ruling party.
Yes, we can.
In what
confirm
authority
that.
are you saying this? Do you have evidences
we
to
have
back
evidences
this up?
to that. Our comments are there. We have evidences to back this up. You understand? And they asked us to submit names of polling unit agents, which we have done for like a week now. And we are expecting by now we should have the tags with us to give to the agent, because without the tags, they can't move around because there's restrictions. For example, ward collection officers, state collection officers need to have a tag to move around tomorrow so that to avoid police harassment. That is that. And also, we want to call on Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, we want to believe he's a listing governor, and we should prove that to us by now. Even the LASEC handle, the LASEC Twitter handle, we have been trying to engage them from that. Their handle is not active, as I'm talking to you. We instructed our columnists to tag Sanwo-Olu and the Lagos State government to respond to that. If you can have a live video at LASEC now, they are there now. I'm telling you what is happening at Yaba now. So that is that. On the credibility, this is the first time in Lagos State we want to have an election that a lot of people are interested in contesting or even in voting. And even the ruling party, for the first time in the history of Lagos State since 1999, they are doing an AG election as if they want to hold a federal election.
How do you mean? Is that
what
are the standards supposed to be for anybody contesting in election?
What they are doing now is supposed to be the standard. I'm talking that they are putting more publicity, more energy.
That's what I'm saying. You're saying they're putting more energy.
Yes.
And I'm asking you, what is supposed to be the standard for contesting a local council election?
Now,
are there restrictions to what they're supposed to do? There's no restriction,
but before now, they are being restricted in Lagos State. They believe it's a one-party system. But now, a lot of political parties get maybe because of what happened in 2023, there's a lot of,
optimism. People
are more interested in how to manage what is on ground. Because the AG election is a grassroots election.
Right.
That government closer to the people.
Closest to the people.
Do you understand that? So, the LASEC should play an intermediary roles. LASEC should not switch their wing to one or any political party. LASEC should be fair in their judgment. You understand? From the onset of this election, LASEC have failed already because the Supreme Court is supposed to override what is going on in Lagos State. But we look okay. Let's see how we can manage ourselves and accommodate this. So what I'm saying is this: the commission, the honorable commissioner, she needs to stand on her words, and she needs to prove the Lagosians that tomorrow election will be peaceful and genuine leaders, genuine winners.
So do you think voters have lost confidence?
Yes, in some parts, yes. Because if, as of today, our party agents don't have something to identify themselves by tomorrow, as I'm talking to you, the law that guards LASEC says, paste voters registration registered in all the collation centers, in all the wards. They didn't do that. We have candidates where we have candidates.
They said they are going to do at the eve of the election.
That is not what the law states. They're supposed to have pasted this voters registered. I need to have been sure that my name appear.
But in an interview, this is not to be a spokesperson for the commissioner.
Okay.
In an interview, she said that that document, the register, is supposed to be transferred to LASEC from INEC because they are not in charge of registration.
But where did they get the one they pasted in other ward centers? Where did they get that?
Did you understand what I said?
I get your point very well.
If what is supposed to be transferred to them from INEC, so, I mean, asking me where they got that from.
Because they pasted some in some collation centers. They didn't paste
already?
Yes. If you go to Owosheni primary school there, one was pasted
in Oshodi right now?
Yes, Oshodi, yeah. If you go to Bariga, the new building that was just being commissioned by First Lady of that is Remi Tinubu. Yeah, was it yesterday or 2 days ago? Voters register was pasted. I saw it. You understand? But in some wards, they didn't do that. So where do they get all those lists pasted? Now, by tomorrow now, we want LASEC to assure us that everybody that is eligible to vote will be able to cast their vote.
Okay. Everybody that is eligible to vote should be able to cast their vote. I think that is what the standard is. But let's move to the process now. In your opinion, what are the key qualifications and characteristics that voters need to look for in a local government leader, and why are these important? I understand the part of having a lot of parties more involved now because of what happened in 2023. But should it just be a wave of the movement, because, Nigerians want different political party and just anybody be on the ballot? Or there should be certain qualifications and characteristics. So what should Nigerians look out for?
Lagosians should look at credibility, fairness, transparency, and accessibility. I don't expect someone that wants to lead him in Oshodi here should be living at Banana Highland. I don't expect a councillor that will going to represent me at Afaragun Ward should be living at Eko Atlantic. I
think you share the same thoughts with Mr.
Yes,
Olajide.
So there should be, I'm a community person. I'm a community person. You understand? I want to have access to people that represent me in the community. If I can have access to the Mr. Governor, let me have access to the local government chairman, which is very closer to me. Let me take my needs to him up there.
You live in Afaragun Ward in Oshodi?
No.
Where do you stay?
I live in Oluye Ward.
Under which local government?
Oshodi local government.
So how close are you to the government? I mean, how accessible?
And I can't, to the best of my knowledge, I have to be fair here and say the truth. The president of the government chairman, I have access to him. I advise him where it's needed. I have a platform created to interact between him and the community
people.
And the people.
And so far, how has that been going?
Yes, it's still ongoing. We do that. But one is that my platform is not political based.
Yeah.
Which is what you be. I make it a community based. When we have community issues in our community, I front it. And I interact. I've invited the chief of staff on my own personal show. You can check on YouTube, Should the Martial League. I've invited them. I invited the councillor that I represent for local ward. He has been on my show. I've invited the CSP to the local government chairman.
And they've been accessible.
Yes.
So I think that's a good one already.
Now, what we are saying is this. Lagosians should look beyond a political party. Look about what this person can do. What can he offer? We should forget about is APC, is AAC, is PDP, is this. Let's look at credibility first.
Okay, let me come to Mr. Olajide, because before Comrade and they joined the conversation, you highlighted almost the same thing about having a candidate that you can assess living within the area, and I mean somebody that can bring down his own personal thoughts and listen to other people. But let me get your opinion. How can local government leaders in Lagos State work effectively with state and federal authorities to address issues like infrastructure development, security, and economic growth, which is the main thing that Nigerians are bothered about?
I don't think there is any local government in Nigeria that they deny its responsibility. First, we are having one of the best time ever in our political circle. I'm talking about the issue of local government autonomy.
Okay.
Yes. It means the federal government have already created a level playing field for the local government chairman and chairperson.
Okay.
So there is nothing stop the local government chairman or chairperson not to deliver on his mandate. And I will appreciate this, my brother, for complimenting what I said earlier concerning the local government chairman.
Oh, you are under the same local government?
Of course.
Okay. So, beyond the autonomy, the fact that, yes, the federal government has created a level playing ground, do you think it's...
He stated one of the factors that is very, very important. I appreciate the fact that this very person understands his community. And when a community is facing any challenges, he knows how to front it. These are the people, these are the kind of people that we need in our community. Okay,
Comrade, you said that this local government chairman has been accessible, listens, you get to give him feedback and you bring stuff back to you, but you also have a different opinion that Nigerians should, or Lagosians should look beyond one political party. So I'm going to ask you, if an elected officer is doing the right thing, what should community members be looking for in another candidate?
To the best of my knowledge, we have not get to that stage in Lagos State.
What stage?
To the best of my knowledge, we have not get to that stage that we have credible people at the affairs of the community or the LGA. We only have people that are trying to excuse themselves in doing little. Like I do tell them in Oshodi that the people are not expecting much from you. Give us good roads, give us infrastructure, give us security. When we have all this, we have accessibility to our the economy will grow naturally.
Sure.
You get my point? But when we now feel that it is a do or die affair, then it becomes an issue. Personally, I'm not a party person. I believe in ideology that the wealth of the common man, of the poor man, should reside with them. Let them share it among them. But in Lagos State, what we have as of today is that there is only few things we can see that is working in Lagos State. Let's not call white blue.
No, we're not doing that here.
Yes,
we're not doing that here, so please go ahead.
So if, for example, now, this election that is going to come up by tomorrow, the LASEC we need to prove to us that they are not double standard.
Do you have a problem with LASEC?
I have problem with them.
Okay.
Even from the process, we have town meetings. I was there at the town's meeting. Everything they said was not in accordance with what they are doing now. Because already they are failing now. I wish that it can allow some of our comrades that want to call from LASEC office so that I can hear the noise going on.
We have the number to call.
Yes, so you hear it by yourself. This is not because now if by this time this is almost to 5 and we will not be able to distribute agent tags to our agent, and you know by 6 o'clock tomorrow we can't move anywhere without those tags. And they want to cause harassment. I mean, we are not going to allow that. We are revolutionaries, and they know that. We are not going to allow that. If LASEC cannot prove that,
you won't put a threat out on this show.
We are not putting a threat.
We are looking forward to a state that works. And
Lagos is working.
We are looking forward to a state that works. Okay. And that's it. If you can reach out to your people, calling into the show will have been perfect so we can hear from them. But let me come to you again, Mr. Olajide. What mistakes do most candidates in local government elections make that often lead to their downfall? Because there are cases of people being sponsored, and at the end of the day, they owe it to their sponsors than the community. So going forward, what has I just cited one of the mistakes, maybe because of funding or because they need power. But what are the mistakes that need to be corrected?
Some of the mistakes that they normally make is that they normally get carried away immediately they got that mandate. Yeah. And if they want to get carried away, are they being the people around them? I'm talking about the community now. Understand the basic of how important the local government is. They will keep the pressure. They will put the pressure on him to deliver. But a situation whereby he finds himself around a community where most people living around the community are not interested in what is going on. Some people don't even know the manifesto of their local government chairman. Many. Which
is the sad reality of a lot of Nigerians. Yes, it's not even about being educated or not.
Unless they have one. How many of them have manifestos?
There's nobody that...
You can talk about local government chairman. You can talk about that.
But really, there's nobody that should go into a campaign without a manifesto.
Madam, now, what they believe in manifesto, I will build roads. Go and check all of them.
But does it make it
at least
does it make it a manifesto?
No, madam. A councillor should know his constitutional responsibility of being a councillor. I don't expect the councillor to be telling me that I want to build a road.
No, it's not possible.
So can you name names of people that have contested under any political party
that posters are there outside there?
No, you are the one questioning the
posters are there. We can see it now.
The intention behind their
manifesto. The only thing we will see on their posters, the only thing we see is roads, infrastructure, vulnerable empowerment. That's what we see there.
I will give fertilizer to farmers.
Yes. I have to call somebody. He's a very close friend of mine. He's in APC. He's an APC contestant. I have to tell, sir, no, don't tell me you want to do. Go and study what a councillor needs to do. We are saying the same thing that Chairman wants to do. So he's going to do it among you.
All right. I really wish we have more time. But that's the much we can take on People's Voice today. We heard Lagosians to please go out tomorrow and ensure that your votes count. Vote, stay, and see. Whatever you see, report. Let us hold our leaders accountable. Looking ahead, we are expecting so much impact of the local government elections on the development and growth of Lagos and Lagosians. at large. And we hope to see new elected leaders do well in terms of policy initiatives and community engagement. That's all on People's Voice today. My name is Adefunke Jaisimi. Thank you, gentlemen, for being a part of the conversation.
Thank you.
Until we come your way next time, I strongly believe in this project, Nigeria. Nigeria will be great again. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.